The audit captured the total revenue received by the government of Ghana in its fight against coronavirus pandemic and how the monies were expended between the period of 2020, 2021 and 2022. The Auditor General considered funds received through the Contingency Fund, the World Bank Group, the International Monetary Fund, African Development Bank, the European Union, and the sale of BOG COVID-19 bonds. The Auditor General noted that over 21.8 billion Ghana cedis was received through these sources. But the minority in Parliament, who have been raising concerns about the use of COVID-19 funds, believe there's more money yet to be accounted for.
We have other sources. Germany came to our aid. Germany, gave us not less than 400 million. Korea gave us not less than 600 million euros. I haven't seen these figures stated anywhere. If I look at the details I have and the ones he's excluding, I think that it's even beyond that. It's more than that. Okay? Because if you look, the details are there. And he has cited the details. So when you add them up, that's what he is getting. But there are other details that has not been captured. And I'm asking questions. Why hasn't those details been captured? That is just the first one.
Out of the over 21.8 billion Ghana cedis, over 11.7 billion was used directly for COVID-19 related activities, while the rest was used for budgetary support. According to the report, some of the budgetary supports included payments to the District Assembly Common Fund, NAPCO second quarter allocation, free SHS allocation, and capitalization of National Development Bank. But the minority believes this amount to misapplication of funds.
We are using the COVID money, something that we have gone for to be used for a particular purpose, to pay statutory funds. You clearly see that this government set out to misapply, to squander the COVID-19 money. Clearly.
The audit, amongst other things, uncovered payments for COVID-19 vaccines which were not delivered. According to the Auditor General, out of over $120 million paid for the supply of vaccines, only vaccines valued to the tune of $38 million were supplied to the government of Ghana. The Auditor General has thus directed the Ministry of Health to take steps to ensure the vaccines are supplied. But this won't be the first time the government of Ghana will be having issues with the non-delivery of vaccines. In 2020, payments for Sputnik V vaccines became a matter of parliamentary probe as the supplier at the time had not made the supplies as contracted. At the time, the Minister of Health was on record to have noted that the exigencies with the COVID-19 situation accounted for some of the contractual challenges. In this instance, however, the ministry says unexpected vaccine donations into the country, coupled with limited vaccine storage capacity and the slow uptake by Ghanaians to be vaccinated, made it impossible to receive the vaccines that had been paid for. But the minority in Parliament says the explanation is untenable.
So if there's apathy and you have enough vaccines, why do you go in to buy another dose for distribution? You have apathy, and then you have enough stock that has even not been exhausted. Then you don't have enough to capture the whole population. Is your aim to whip up interest? A reasonable manager that but the thing has a short lifespan, and you have some available. Okay, even if you don't have enough, you will exhaust what you have before you go for more.
The Auditor General also uncovered vaccines which have been left to expire. The Ghana Health Service has been responding to that aspect of the report.
And you have a vial that contains 20 doses, and you open and you have only 10 patients. You cannot use the next dose the following day. So that's a waste. But we're also not going to say, we're not going to give you because there are only 5 of you. Wastage is accepted, but it's a limit. We also had a peculiar issue of where we are getting vaccines that have about 3, 4, sometimes 2 months to expire, especially part of the donation. So we do a lot of run around to make sure that we deploy them before they expire.
The Auditor General also revealed that government has not received delivery of some 26 Toyota Haze ambulances, for which some payments have already been made. The Auditor General revealed that the government also paid an additional 20 million Ghana cedis for a 15 million Ghana cedis building that had been purchased for the purpose of being used as holding and isolation center in Adaklu. With these revelations, what becomes of the committee set up by Parliament to probe COVID-19 related expenditure?
The committee that Mr. Speaker put together will start sitting as soon as possible. And if you care to know, within the first week of February, to be specific, on the 6th of February, we'll start sitting.
Following the revelations from the Auditor General, the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament is expected to look into the details of it. Also, the special committee formed by the Speaker to look into COVID-19 related expenditure is also expected to probe the matter. Reporting for Citi News, Hansen Ajeman.